Welcome to Eye on Ocean County. I'm Christina Seco. New moms take thousands of photos of their new babies, trying to document every milestone and every step of the way. And one way to freeze all of your favorite moments in time is by scrapbooking. And joining me this half hour with simple ways that you can preserve all your precious photos for good is Lisa Brown from Scrapbook Memories, New Jersey in Beechwood. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
I am so excited about this segment because I am a new mom myself who has a box of photos that I am a little overwhelmed and I really don't know how to get started. So I'm very excited for you to make this super simple for people like me and for all of our viewers at home. But how important is it to preserve those photos? Because they can easily get mangled in the box like I'm doing it.
Yes, they can. It is important to preserve them. You want to use the right materials because if you don't, then your photos can yellow. If you use a regular piece of tape, it will yellow your photos and it will destroy them.
All right, well, let's get started. So what tools do I need to get that box of pictures out and do some stuff with it? Let's start off with the tools that people need at home.
Okay, well, there's some basic tools. There's a cutter. It's 12 by 12 inch cutter, and it can cut our paper, and we'll be cutting some of the paper with that, making our photo squares.
Of course, we need scissors.
We do need scissors, and we will be using them today. I actually have several kinds of scissors. These are one of my favorite. They're sharp.
And they're tiny.
And they're tiny, so you can get around corners.
Get into the grooves. That's good. The proper tools. We also
have a tape runner.
Okay, so we have our adhesive.
And there's different kinds of tape runners. Mine is squares, and yours is more of a line. Gummy, you kind of can't see.
Yeah,
yours
it's
is more invisible.
a little bit line, a clear line there. Okay, so there's different types of tools for all of these projects. And of course we need pop dots, and if no one has ever heard of them, myself included, are these little stickers that kind of help raise the photos?
Right, they add dimension. We're going to be using them on here where they can add some dimension, and you can use them on all your layouts or on cards, just to add a little dimension.
So this is a good thing to have at home if you need that. Okay, so good to know. And also we need diamond stickles, which sounds super fancy.
Okay, a stickles is just a glitter glue. But these are archival safe so that they won't hurt your photos, and they come in all different colors. This just happens to be the clear one, but they come in an array of colors.
And I love that the sparkles are already in there, so it makes less of a mess if you need to get glitter. And lastly on our list is black ink, but of course you can have any color ink that you choose.
You can. Again, this is a water-based ink, so it kind of it absorbs into the paper more than other kinds of ink, like a pigment ink, which would stay on top of your paper. So you really want to make sure that you have, again, an archival safe ink.
Okay, great. So once you get all your tools and you have everything that you need, of course you need your photos as well. And we talked about new moms because we're going to be doing a baby page today, which lots of new moms, have tons of photos, and they really want to get out there and get started. So this is a gorgeous page that we're going to show people at home how super easy it is for them to do themselves. And I'm so excited to get started.
Okay.
So we have our paper already.
Okay, the first thing we're going to do is we are going to take the edges off of our paper because we don't need those. You're going to take your trimmer.
I'm bending them. I'm ready to rip.
Actually, some of them are perforated, but most of them are not. So grab your trimmer.
Let's get this. Yeah, see, my page is already not going to look as pretty as yours. So you need to.
And you'll see there's a line here. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So that's where you want your paper to be, and then you can just cut it off. And if you make a mistake, like I have a little bit white, so I'm just going to take a little bit more off.
And it definitely works better than what I was planning on bending and ripping. So this is a great tool to have, even for like school projects, to have a paper trimmer at home.
Yes, my children use my tools all the time.
Yeah, I think I need to have one of these. This is really easy. Okay,
and while
that one came out better. The edges are not frayed at all, so that's great.
While we have our trimmer out, we're going to cut our photo squares. Now, most of your photos are 4x6. A lot of times, though, you will take off photos, and it's important when you're trimming the photos that you don't take off too much of what's going on in the picture. If there's a bicycle in the picture, even if it's off to the side, you might want to leave that there because someday the kids are going to look at that and say, oh my gosh, that was my old bicycle.
Yeah, you want to add.
So But on something like this, where it's the baby, you might trim a little bit of this just to kind of focus in on the baby more. You wouldn't want to cut the toes out or any of that.
That's the best part.
Right. So if you were going to trim the picture, you would just take a little bit off the top.
Okay, so we're going to take the top off because I really want to focus in on this gorgeous baby, his beautiful little face there, his tiny fingers. Definitely brings back memories of when my babies were born. So let's trim that top off. Like I said, so we're going to line it up just the way you said, on that little spot.
Good.
And I mean, I guess you can't take too much off because you want to focus in on the baby's face. So that's really going to allow us to focus in on the baby itself. Right. So we trimmed our photo, and this picture, what I want, it has a little bit more of the monkey blanket. Would you want to take some of the bottom off or leave it there to show?
You could take some of it off, especially since, do we want, on the photo, do we want it this way or do we want it this way?
Yeah, I kind of like it that way.
So then I would take
let's take a little bit off.
Yeah.
I'm just happy that I know how to use this tool now, that I'm excited to start cutting away. So that really kind of focuses on his face as well. So now that we have our pictures trimmed, how do we get started on the actual embellishments? Because this is the part that really makes me nervous.
Okay.
Now that I mean, this is easy, paper and pictures, but now, you have a 3D effect here. And it looks really hard to do, but
it's really simple.
Prove me wrong.
Okay, I will. We have our 2 pieces of paper, and basically all we did with this one is we cut the teddy bear out and we popped it up on top of the other teddy bear. So that's giving us our 3-dimensional look. And then we added some stickles just to add some color to it, add some sparkle to it.
Okay,
so what we want to do is cut out one of your teddy bears.
So this is why we need the small scissors, so we can really get into the grooves and cut things out. Now, is there a special tool that will cut this out for me if I wanted? I'm really trying to make it easy here. No, okay.
Not
so you've got
for something like this, but there is a machine called the Cricut where you can actually, if you wanted a teddy bear, it comes with different cartridges. One might be a baby cartridge, and you can put the cartridge in the machine, find your teddy bear, and it would cut out your teddy bear on a piece of paper. So for instance, if you wanted a teddy bear, maybe you could cut it out on something, a patterned piece of paper or on a plain piece of paper. And then again, you might have to draw or add other pieces of paper. So the Cricut, if it was a teddy bear, it might come with different pieces that cut out, and then you would just paper piece it together.
Right. So this is, I actually thought this was a sticker when I first looked at this, but you're actually just using a paper. So this is cost effective as well. So this is something that we're going to use our pop dots for because sometimes, stickers can be costly if you want to do that. So show us, let's pop these out.
So what you do is you just need to pop them out. They have
stickers on the back.
Stickers on the back. They're right. And you just take them, put them on. And I don't use a lot when I do it. I might use 6 on this one.
Just to get them on his
7.
paws.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so this is really easy. See, and by looking at this looks definitely more complicated than it is. And if I can do it, I think anybody at home can do it because I'm not exactly the most creative. So we can just kind of pop this on now.
Okay, these also have
stickers. Oh, there's stickers on the top. See, I'm trying to stick it on without a sticker. So we can take these off, and that's really an interesting and inexpensive way then, because how much does the paper usually cost?
The papers, these are about $1.99. They're double-sided.
So they're right.
The pop dots, maybe $3 for that whole pack.
So, and stickers can end up costing a lot more money. So this is definitely an inexpensive way to kind of get what you want and exactly how you want it. And I'm really excited about this glue.
Okay, you can start that. Now, as you can see, sometimes more is less. She just used it, Lisa, the owner of Scrapbook Memories, made this paper, and she just used them on the ears and on
his scarf.
The scarf.
Oh,
you can really do whatever you want. Now, when you're doing it, see, it's kind of thick.
So I want to
just kind of squirt it. Yeah, that's it. It
okay,
takes about 24 hours to dry, so you don't want it to be too much. But actually, that will make a really nice effect once it's dry.
Can you tell I like sparkles? I keep
I can
adding
tell.
them. But that just really like adds a lot. It adds dimension. It adds a little bit of pizzazz. So that's very cool. Now we have this extra paper here. Now am I gonna just throw this away? 'Cause
No,
that's
you're not.
$1. I can use this.
But we're also, watch your stickles because they will get everywhere. What we're going to do is we're going to make this border. So what you're going to do is you're going to get your paper trimmer.
Okay.
Okay, now let's just figure out where's your pictures that you cut.
My pictures are here.
Okay, what you can do is you can adhere these to your paper. So get your tape runner.
We have about a minute left, so
Okay.
let's just cut them out as well, and we don't have to stick them down.
All right, let me just do this one real quick because what you want to do is you want to have it on here. We'll just do one.
A nice border.
And then you're going to put that around.
Put this on. Okay, so you want to cut it out. And I guess this is just relative if you want to make a thick border or a short border.
Right. You want to kind of keep with the theme of what's
Oh,
going
okay, so you want
on.
to line it up. See, I was lining it up a little bit far-fetched. Okay, so we have I don't think I didn't put enough muscle into it. So, okay, so same thing on the other side.
Right.
You want to get a little bit of a border there. And that just makes it for a really nice frame of the photo.
It is nice. And then
It looks really
we're going to add
pretty.
one more.
And I like that we're not wasting
Border.
the paper. Oh, so we're adding more
We're
borders.
going to add one more border.
All right, I'll let you cut this one since you're a little bit more experienced than I am. So you now this is something that, like we said, anybody can do at home. Now that you're doing it, it makes it look much easier. So
It takes practice. It didn't happen the first time.
and what I like about this too is that there's no right or wrong way to do this. You can kind of, you know, put the picture wherever you want, wherever you see fit. You also have, so here you have, we pre-cut these out earlier.
This is by the Cricut machine that I told you about earlier. It also comes with fonts.
So you can do anything
we
that you
cut
want
that
there.
out
So you did
too.
Sweet Baby, which is really cute. So you can stick them on anywhere you want. You can position